YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about should the Washington football team be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. Let's get straight into today's video. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
You get it? We Washington, we Washington, we Washington, we Washington, man, we Washington.
So, before we get into today's video, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Your boy is officially on the road, man. I just got back from the NBA, man, and I'm officially whipping, you know what I'm saying? But that's beyond the point. I just had to share that with you guys, man, because I'm so excited, man. This has probably been one of the best weeks of this year, man. Not only do I start driving, the Washington football team beat Dallas, and it seems like we're finally treading in the right direction. So that leads me to my point. Now that the Washington football team seems to be treading in the right direction this season, should we be traders or should we be sellers or buyers at the trade deadline? Now, when you think of the trade deadline, you think of your team personally adding all this firepower to a team, or to your favorite team, that is. But then again, you got to be realistic that all of these trades aren't going to happen. So that leads me to my point. I think that the Washington football team should be a mixture of both. Why not? Because we have a couple pieces that we can sell. It's not a lot. If you look at our roster, it's mostly young. We have probably 2 to maybe 4 players that we could possibly try to move. And those players I don't want to move. The only 2 players that I was thinking of moving was obviously Ryan Kerrigan, Ryan Anderson, and Landon Collins. But Landon Collins is now hurt, so no one's going to want to trade for him. And the only other people that are going to want to get traded is Dwayne Haskins, Ryan Anderson, and Ryan Kerrigan. So we have a couple, but I don't think it's gonna happen. If you guys look at my trade video, I said Ryan Kerrigan could possibly get traded to Seattle, or a team that's in a win now mode and possibly have a ring. But Seattle actually went out and got Carlos Dunlap, so Seattle getting Ryan Kerrigan doesn't seem that realistic. And me personally, I would try to move on from Ryan Kerrigan. It's nothing that he hasn't done, but I would at least put him on a trade block and listen to offers. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get an offer that we agree to and we're going to trade him. But why not put him up there and listen? Why not put Ryan Anderson up there? You know what I'm saying? Put Dwayne Haskins up there, what I'm pretty sure we already have done. But why not do that? You know what I'm saying? Especially Ryan Kerrigan, because we can get a third, maybe a fourth from Ryan Kerrigan. I feel like a third is too high. But if he wants to go to a good team would probably get us a 3rd round pick or maybe even a conditional pick. So if he goes over there and ball, the pick could be worth even more. So we could pick up the phone for Ryan Kerrigan. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I would at least try. You know what I'm saying? If Ryan Kerrigan doesn't leave, okay, welcome back to the rotation. We're good. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people are gonna say that they don't want to trade Ryan Kerrigan now because Montez Sweat is hurt, but I feel like the concussion isn't that serious because 1, it didn't make mainstream news, and 2, we have a bye week, so he should be healthy. You know what I'm saying? He should be ready to go versus New York. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we were to trade Ryan Kerrigan, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Or if we were to keep him, I wouldn't be mad. I would be happy. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Kerrigan he's done everything he needed to do to solidify his spot in Washington's history. He's the all-time sack leader. Now go win yourself a ring. Go win yourself a ring, man. There's no love lost. Hey, who's to say you don't pull I believe a Terrell Suggs? You know what I'm saying? I think Terrell Suggs went out to a team and came back to Baltimore. I could be mistaken, though. But why not? Who's to say you don't go win a ring and then you come back here and finish your career in Washington? You know what I'm saying? Because quite frankly, honestly, this team is young. This team is in a rebuild process. And me personally, if I'm Ryan Kerrigan, I don't want to be a part of that. I want to go win now. I'm 32 years old. I'm on the end of my career. And I want to win now. Now, I mean, unless he's cool with his role as of now, then I'm cool with it too. Just take a pay cut. But if he wants to go win a ring, Hey, go to Seattle. Go to Kansas City. I'm just naming all of the teams. That doesn't mean he's gonna go there, but go. This is what I'm thinking. Go to a team that's in win now mode. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Bills, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just naming off, contenders, guys. It doesn't necessarily mean that's gonna be the right fit for him, but I'm just naming off contenders. Now, Dwayne Haskins, sell him. That's what I would do. Sell him. Now, let's try to get a third, maybe a fourth round pick out of Dwayne. I think a third is a little too high, but you never know with it nowadays. I saying that, like I said, Detroit, in Indianapolis. I'm trying to think what else I said. I forgot what else I said in that video. I think Atlanta. Send them to Indianapolis for maybe a third or a fourth. You know what I'm saying? Send him to somewhere where veteran quarterbacks are going to be on the verge of leaving. Then he could go over there and take over. You know what I'm saying? Try to move on from Dwayne Haskins. Ryan Anderson, I would try to move him too. You remember it was talks about moving him this offseason, and they came out and said that we want to see what he has, and those trade talks are, not true. So maybe we want to trade him at the trade deadline. We don't have that many players, but we have some assets. That's pretty much it for the buyers now, or from the sellers now. Buyers. This is my favorite part. Buyers. If we are serious about winning this division and possibly playing for a Super Bowl ring this year, all of a sudden, you would be a buyer at the trade deadline because we need so much help at the wide receiver position. It's crazy. All we have is Terry McLaurin. Go out there and probably get a Will Fuller maybe. Marvin Jones or Kenny Golladay or John Ross. My safe pick is Will Fuller or John Ross. And if we don't go either two of those, I'm fine with what we have. Because although we do need a lot of help at wide receiver position, it's actually starting to come through. Cam Sims is predicted to have a big second half of the season. By Bleacher Report, he is supposed to have a big breakout second half of the season. So Cam Sims could be a breakout player. And then when Sims come back, Steven Sims that is, we can go Terry Sims. And yeah, so I'm fine with what we have. But if we were to be buyers, I would personally be buyers and, get somebody that I know is going to come in here and ball, like a Will Fuller, like a Kenny Golladay, or a DJ Chark, or maybe even Marvin Jones. I know Kenny Golladay, I keep saying his name because that's who I really want. I know it's not going to happen, but that's who I really want. So try to be buyers for positions that we need, and that's going to really help us to be to win this division. Now, the next position I would probably be a buyer at is middle linebacker. If you think about it like this, safety, they're going to go with Cam McCurry and DeShazer Everett, which I'm happy with. We tried to offer Eric Reed a practice squad spot, but he didn't want to, he didn't accept it. And can I blame him? He wants to be a starter. But at the same time, it's like, how bad do you want back in the league? And clearly he doesn't want it back bad enough because he won't take on someone's practice squad. I mean, like I said, can I blame him? But I would go look at middle linebacker or backers in general. Yeah, we have Cole Holcomb. Bostic, he's going to be up after this year. So maybe try to get a young backer that we could possibly give at the same time. Wait the free agency. So I could see us being buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. Me personally, I would say be a buyer and a seller. But at the same time, knowing Ron Rivera, we could possibly not do anything at the trade deadline. Or we could possibly be doing something that we don't expect. You would never know with this team. And that's one thing I like about it. Or we could just wait till the free agency. Because if we wait till free agency, we got so much money to splurge with. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about that quickly before I leave for baseball practice. So without further ado, it's me, boy Juan Gotti, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hello to Washington football team. Let me know what you guys think down below. Should we be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? It's coming up next week, November 3rd, baby. Can't wait. Hopefully we do something, but if not, I would not be surprised. And let's enjoy this bye week. A lot of bye week content is coming from your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hello to Washington football team. I'm out. Peace.